Conjugate Chronicles, episode 6. Solid week. Last week of football, so can dedicate a little bit more of my time to training. Here we go, opening up on Monday with a dynamic effort bench day. This is 125 for 16 sets of 3. I did it in 4-set clusters. I really like doing this. I've been waving the sets 16, 12, and then 9. Feel like I have to be able to drive through the fatigueness. As you can see here, we're on a slight incline. So this is about 40% of my max on this movement, and we added some mini bands, doubled up. Speed bench is coming along, and I'm really trying to remember the intent of the day. Any type of speed day is meant for being fast, moving weights quick, and max effort days are moved for stringing. We've got to be able to get through a couple of the hard lifts. Second barbell movement here, we got overhead press, 185 for 5. Been pressing with a squat bar and benching with the squat bar. I love overhead pressing because I know the only thing it does is help my raw bench. So got to keep that in your routine. Here's our dynamic effort squat day, 245 for 10 sets of doubles. Moved through about 30-second rests in between. After I was done with that, I threw another plate on, see if the speed maintained, and it did. It was fairly well. I was happy. And then I moved into good mornings. This is something I'm going to be doing every other week. This is wide stance, safety squat bar, good mornings. I've never had these in my training before, and I know I'm definitely weak in my spinal rectors. That's definitely a big weak point of mine, my lower back, especially with my injury history. So we're going to see if we can get these in. Every other week I'm going to be doing a good morning. I'm pairing that with sumo deadlifts most likely every other week. Here's Steve, 315 for 3. Good step in the right direction here for Steve. Get back deadlifting some moderately heavy weight. For a while he's been a little cautious. He has a hip thing going on, a back, but here's 365 for 1. Nice, and it moves good. Good strong lockout, and he left feeling confident. Here's my max effort bench day. We maxed out with the football bar. It's my second to last set. We went 315 there. Then we went 325. The hardest thing is picking this damn bar. It wants to roll in your wrist, so being that it was in the morning and I didn't have a lift off, I'm pretty content with the weight. 325 isn't bad. I think a PR for me is 335 on that, so I'm not very far off. Here's our squat day. Steve's gradually increasing the weight. We're still working off a bit of a high box, but he's pain-free. Did 3 sets of 1 there at 2 1/4. Here's my max effort movement. We went bow bar, heavy max effort triple, 450 for 3. It's a good weight to work with because the last time I used this bar, I hit 460 for 1, and it was a bit of a grinder. So 450 for 3 is a nice little jumping block for me. I know I'm making a little bit of progress, and I'm going to be able to drive through that sticking point, which that's the intent of the day, right? Driving through the sticking points. Afterwards, I felt like messing around, found an old multiply suit, so I threw it on. Walked out 500 for 1 here. I see Casey Williams a lot from EliteFTS.com. He's a big-time raw lifter, but he also gets in gear every once in a while. So this is something I think I'm going to do. It keeps me healthy, and I can still feel the overload. So I don't know. It felt pretty good to be back in gear because it's been about 3 years since I had any squat suit on. So here's my secondary movement here. Good morning squats once again. There's 230 for 3 sets of 5. Really putting strain on the lower back and the glutes, and then we're dropping down to a 12-inch block or a box and firing back up. We're gonna go 1 to 2 more weeks of this as a secondary exercise, and then we're gonna mix it back up. It'll probably be some type of good morning or close stance squats to target the quads. Here's my boy Sammy at the Tier Factory. Sammy too is coming off a little bit of a back tweak a while back. Here's 335 for 5. He has come close to deadlifting 600 pounds. I think he's around the 560 to 580 mark. Sammy likes to kind of pull with high hips. As you can see, he doesn't have much knee bend, but he's a big guy. He gets down to the bar well, and he has great ankle mobility, so he's able to get into a decent position, but he likes to really grind these weights out. I'm happy to see Sammy throwing a little weight around. He's a strong guy looking to get healthy and get back into it. Hope you guys had a nice week. We'll check back next week. Everybody stays healthy, and let's keep moving forward. We'll see you next week.